What's up, Team Handsome Guy? It's your boy Ryan back with another YouTube video, and today, Saturday, didn't feel like going to the studio, so I thought I would film a video sitting on my couch. I know you guys like these when I do these like story time type vids where I just talk about topics, and today I want to talk about a topic that a lot of people mention and a lot of people tell you guys the importance of, but nobody really goes into depth as to why this actually works or like specific instances of like when they've used it or how it's helped them. So I figured today's topic is called environmental exposure. I'm not sure if I put it in the title yet, but I'm sure you have heard success coaches saying you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around with, or you are the sum of your environment, or you are the sum of wherever you place yourself, whatever that may be. In a nutshell, it's saying that the friends you choose to keep and the environment in which you live or place yourself in can determine your actions and your outcomes and how you're going to succeed in life or basically degrade in life, whether or not you're going to be a winner, a loser, successful, unsuccessful, whatever. If you're going to hang out with like gang members, you're going to be a gang member. If you're going to hang out with rich and successful people, you're going to be a rich and successful person. If you're going to hang out with drug users, you're going to be a drug user. Basically, now there may be some instances where that's not the case, but for the most part, people are going to put you in those boxes. If they see you associated with that type of crowd or that type of person, that is what they do. And that's why environmental exposure is so important. Now, tons of research has been done on this. You can read about it, but I want to talk about 2 stories right now that have directly impacted my life and why I'm able to be here, sitting here, talking to you on a camera. And I have a business which is called Team Handsome Guy, and I'm making a very good 6-figure living off of what I'm doing here, teaching you guys how to dress better, how to have a better social circle, and all the things that I do and all the products that I sell, and the advertising and the sponsors. All of that is directly proportional to 2 events in my life that I can really pinpoint that. Actually, more or less 1 event in my life, and the second one is just kind of to show you the power of like being around the right people. So I'm going to stop babbling, and I want to talk to you guys about these stories. So about almost 3 years ago, and this is going to talk about the power of live events and why you should get out of your comfort zone and why you should travel to put yourself at like seminars and workshops and coaching, and basically invest in yourself. Like spend some money, buy a ticket to something, get on a plane, pay for a hotel, or sleep on a couch or sleep in your car, whatever that may be. You need to put yourself and surround yourself with people that are doing bigger things. And for most people, that will entail you having to travel and you having to go somewhere. Not everybody has the luxury of being surrounded by awesome people and awesome things going on all the time in their everyday life and everyday environment. So with that said, 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, Team Handsome Guy was not even an idea yet. It was kind of an idea. Like I was teaching fashion to some guys. I was helping guys, friends of mine dress well. They were recommending me to their friends. But there was a conference, and it's actually called the Traffic and Conversion Summit, which if you look it up, it's still going on. It happens every year. I try to go every year. It's a huge direct marketer, internet marketer convention. Well, the ticket to it is like $1,200 or something, or I mean, sometimes it's on sale. I don't remember what they charge for it. But the year that I went, I think it was like $500, $497. It was like 3 years ago. It's huge now, so they're charging more for it. But I barely had a pot to piss in, as they would say, and I spent the $500. I put it on my debit card because I have no credit at this point. I took some of my savings out. I bought a ticket. I bought a ticket to San Diego, which is where I went, and I booked a hotel room for 3 nights, I think it was. I actually split with somebody that I knew was going so we could cut the costs. But the point is, I paid and invested almost, I would say around $750 to $1,000 just to get to this event, okay? And here's what happened once I got to that event. Now, this is the power, and you never know what's going to happen at networking events or these types of seminars or how they're going to affect your life, who you're going to meet. But when I got there, I met up with a friend of mine who was doing very well on the internet. You may have heard of him. His name is Jason Capital. And then I met up with another couple of friends who were doing very well on the internet. They have the business and brand called Adonis Index. And you may have seen a lot of their advertising running around. If you haven't, cool. The point is they're doing very, very well. Well, we went out the first night. I attended the seminar the first day. I ate dinner that night. my boy Jason Capital and my other friend Brad. They're like, hey, we're going to go out tonight. So we went out that night to a club in San Diego. We're all drunk. We're all hanging out. We went to get breakfast afterwards at some little diner there in San Diego. And while we're at the diner, my boy Jason Capital said, I want to take a private jet and go to Vegas right now, or in the morning. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that you can do that. Like, I couldn't wrap my head around that even happening, so I just kind of dismissed it. And my other friend Brad was like, I'll get the hotel room, or I'll get a suite for us at the Cosmo. You get the flight, and we'll do it in the morning. Well, all this happened. Fast forward like 7 hours. Apparently, they said we were leaving at noon that day. We're getting on a private jet. We're flying to Vegas. I just kind of dismissed it as everybody was drunk. Nobody really does shit like that. Well, I show up at the seminar the next day, which I paid $500 to attend. And my boy Jason Capital was like, hey, we're going to get that jet. You don't have your bag. Where's your bag? And I'm like, what do you mean I don't have my bag? We're not going anywhere. Like, I bought this ticket. He's like, dude, we're going to Vegas. Go back to your hotel, get your bag, and meet us back here in 30 minutes. Well, I remember I was all nervous. I actually went to the bathroom to call my dad because I was like, man, what should I do? I just spent all this money to go here and learn, but these are like really successful guys and they're going to help me out. I get one-on-one time with them. Well, long story short, I went back. I got my bag. Within an hour, I was on a private jet flying to Vegas. We landed. We took a limo to the Cosmopolitan Hotel. We proceeded to have bottle service and all of this awesome stuff for literally 48 hours. It was just a nonstop party. It was one of the best times I've ever had in my life. We were partying, we were drinking, we were hanging out with people, we were talking business, and we were sitting there in a nightclub. It was actually at the Marquee nightclub in Vegas, which if you haven't been to, it's amazing. But my boy Jason Capital was like, what are you working on right now? And I had this idea for what was eventually going to be called 51 Handsome Guy Secrets. And I showed it to him. It was in my notepad on my phone because I like to do a lot of stuff in my notepad. And he said, this is a fucking brilliant idea. Like, dude, you should do this. Have you done this? And I already had started the product. And he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, go home. Get this shit finished. I can sell this to my people. The world needs this. Let's do this. That right there was a pivotal moment. It was probably 4 o'clock in the morning in a nightclub. I was drunk. My boy was drunk. Everybody was drunk. But that moment cemented the fact that it was possible for me to take an idea, sell it on the internet, and make a lot of money doing it. So, with that said, I then went back home. Now, mind you, the reason I didn't act on that idea before, and not that I didn't act on it, but I had told that same idea to about 5 or 6 of my closest friends back home, and they all told me I was a fucking idiot. Nobody was actually going to buy that. Nobody needed help with fashion. Nobody's going to listen to me talk on YouTube. Nobody's going to join any Facebook groups or follow me on Instagram. Well, now it is 2.5 years later, and you guys can see what I built. 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, an email following almost 30,000 people. I have 10,000 customers worldwide, 7,000 members in my Facebook group. I get 1,000 views every single day on my Instagram stories. All of these numbers are growing exponentially, and that was because of that one pivotal moment that I traveled to another state. I surrounded myself with successful people. I took a risk, and I went and I left the conference that I paid for to hang out with some very successful people who were doing big shit. 2.5 years later, because of that moment, I am now talking to you on a camera. Team Handsome Guy is what it is. Handsome Guy Secrets has been a 6-figure business now for a while, and it's crushing, and it's continuing to grow exponentially because I was able to help a ton of people with my knowledge. So, that is the first story, okay? And the reason I'm telling you this story is because, yes, I am starting my own live event. You will find out about it. I'm going to be releasing it to the public on Tuesday, okay? This coming Tuesday, which I believe it's the 24th, or whatever, 24th, 25th, but it's the Tuesday from when you're watching this video. It will be for sale. The tickets are limited. There's only 20 spots. If you want more information about it, you should check out the link below. Join the Facebook group. I'm going to be dropping it in there. Join my email list. But either way, it's going to be called Icon, and it's going to be about how to turn yourself into a personal brand and leverage all of what's available for you today to make a sizable income. Sizable income. Couldn't even spit that out there. I don't know why. On using your personal brand and leveraging what you know and a passion that you have and sharing it with the world. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but I want to share my story number 2, which I think is amazing. And that is the power of, once again, traveling to events and you never know who you're going to meet or why. Now, before all the Team Handsome Guy stuff, the story I just told you, I thought I wanted to be a personal trainer. Turns out I wasn't very good at it. It was just a transitional period. I don't know what I was thinking, but I sucked at being a trainer. But I traveled around. I got a bunch of certifications because you don't have to be a good trainer to get a bunch of certifications. I got talking there. I couldn't even enjoy my Bud Light. But, so I traveled to I'm pretty sure it was New Jersey. It was a Joe DeFranco or Zach Evanesh seminar, which I'm sure you guys have heard of them. If you follow any type of fitness, they're big athletic trainers. And at the time, I was a professional BMX racer, so I was trying to get better and teach BMXers, so it was a good fit. But anyways, I traveled to New Jersey. I put all of this trip on my credit card that I eventually, went to collections because I couldn't afford to pay it. But I got all this cool knowledge out of it, which I don't recommend you guys do because you do need to take care of your credit later on in life. But I went to this event, which was a seminar, which cost me, I think it was like $700 to go to this seminar to get certified over something. I think it was like kettlebells or some shit. I don't know. But I met a guy there, and his name was Justin, and he now owns, which come to own, this is like 8-9 years ago. I met him there. He was an upcoming trainer. He was a coach. He taught athletes out of Miami. And I met him. We went to the bar a couple of nights, hung out, ate dinner, had a good time. But after the event, we stayed in contact, and we lost contact after a while. But he kept following me, and then he saw what I was doing on YouTube. Well, it turns out that if you've been following my channel for a while, about 6 months ago, I got the invite to go up to an NFL Combine training facility to talk to them about how to craft their image for the athletes going into the NFL Combine and what to do once they sign their contracts. Now, he was the reason I got that. He called me up out of the blue, said, dude, I love what you're doing on YouTube. I want you to talk to my guys. There's, come up here, or take care of your flights, we'll pay you. It's going to be awesome. I did. I went up, and now I was able to work really closely with NFL scouts and NFL agents and all this shit that I never dreamed possible. I wanted to be a trainer and train athletes, but now I was teaching athletes about style and crafting their image and what they're putting on social media and all of these things about branding. But all of that came because I put a ticket on a credit card, flew my ass to New Jersey, met a guy who at the time wasn't really anything. Now he runs a multi-million-dollar athlete training facility in Washington, D.C., and he's friends with all these agents, the NFL, and he has athletes going into the Combine every single year. And now every year I am going back to talk to all of his brand new recruits and all the new athletes about what they should do and how they should craft their image for the NFL. Now, I don't want to say this to brag. It's just these stories, and this is like firsthand knowledge and firsthand experience that I've had with environmental exposure, putting myself in situations where I'm surrounding myself with better people, I'm investing in myself, I'm doing something that other people may seem to think is crazy, but I do it, or you do it, and you get out of that comfort zone and you go somewhere, or you learn a new skill, you learn a new thing, you get coaching, and good shit happens every fucking time. Okay? Now there's a lot of other stories that I can talk to you about environmental exposure, but I wanted to nail these two because I feel like they just drive the point home of how much like environmental exposure has gotten me to where I am today, and I know it will do the same for you, and I want to help you, kind of achieve whatever you want in life. So that is why on Tuesday I'm releasing Icon. You can get your tickets. I'm limiting it to 20 people. You will be pleasantly surprised at the price of the ticket because I know that traveling is expensive and I want people in the seats. I want people there, but unfortunately the room is only so big, so I can only take a limited amount of people. And all that is listed, will be listed below this video. And it's an application process, so you're gonna have to apply. I'm not accepting everybody because of what I'm teaching is going to be very high level, and it's all the stuff I am physically doing to grow my business and what I've done to grow it to 6 figures and what I'm gonna continue to do to go multiple 6 figures and above, okay? And like I said, I don't wanna say all this to brag, but your personal brand, you can leverage it. You have information inside of you that will help a ton of people, and you just need to share it with the world. But you need to strategically share it. And nothing I'm going to teach you at Icon is shit you can buy in a course, okay? It's my trial and error. It's what you see me doing. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know in the comments if you have any environmental experience stories of when you got out of your comfort zone, if like some cool shit happened. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this video in the comments, but whatever. It's YouTube. Either way, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.